Hello and welcome. It's a good day to be on the farm. My name is Chuck and we are back for yet another map tour, this time on the third starting map on FS25 Zielonka. Now this map actually came out in FS22, so it's not new, but it is one of the three starter maps here and they've updated a few things for FS25. But I'm going to talk about the 3 or 4 locations that I think you should start out at as in Farm Manager, which is my favorite way to start, where you get $1 million and you just buy land, buy vehicles, machinery, whatever you want, and then you just kind of start your farm from there. So, as I did in the last one, I'm going to start out with what I think is kind of a hidden gem, because man, land is expensive in this map. So we're going to start out with this one here and then kind of go from there. And it is, of course, this one right here that I'm driving through, field 53. In this field, there's not a lot. It's pretty open. But the reason that I say that this is kind of a hidden gem and is where maybe I would start, is because of this right here. Across this little dirt road is this giant open flat field that you could do whatever you want with. So I think that this has a lot of opportunities. It goes over here to this little river. In fact, it goes past the river, and I don't know that there's a good bridge. I haven't found one yet. So you can just kind of drive through, do a little off-roading, and there's a little bit more land even over here until you get all the way over to this, which is one of the sell points. So let me go onto here and show you. Field 53 comes with all this land over to where I am right now on this fence, but does not include the potato processing plant, which is what's across the fence here. So a little bit atypical for what I normally suggest, but I don't think a lot of people are using this, and I think this is a great opportunity. And I'm going to go through a couple other ones, and then we'll circle back this one in the end, and I'm going to give you an example of some things that I might put in here if I had the opportunity. So we're going to go ahead and just shut this one down, and we're going to go to the second one. But I did want to call it the price. This was one $359,000 for this rather average to large field, but then you have just as much area that is flat and open that you could use for whatever you want, including productions or dynamic pastures. I think you could do a lot with dynamic pastures in this open field. Put a farmhouse in, obviously, a rebuild, or you could just get a plow and make yourself another field, in which case then you're getting the value out of the land right there. So this is number one. It's a little atypical for what I normally suggest, but I think there's some possibilities here. Number two is going to be up here at the top. It's going to be field 7. Okay. And in field 7, you get a couple of different things. You get this farmhouse here, which, oh, I haven't bought this one yet. Sorry. We're going to go to field. We're going to go to the third one first because I have to show you them in order. So this one is number 2. Forget you saw field 7. I'll show it to you here in a second. So field 90 down here at the bottom, it comes with this farmhouse, which has a sleep trigger there, and it has the wardrobe trigger right there, and this little fenced-in yard. So it comes with that. It also comes with this, which is a shed with an open chicken pasture. I don't know that you necessarily want to do this, but it is an option. So you've got a shed that you can come into, but you can't store any equipment in. But it does have that chicken pasture down here. So you dump your food there and buy your animals. I wonder how many animals you can hold in this one. Let's check real quick. This one will let you hold... okay. Nope. Can I? So 20 chickens in this. It's not a huge one, but it is built into the shed. I think I would probably sell that one. So we're going to do what we did last time. Also comes with the silo over there and show you. So this has a field, a house, a silo, a chicken pasture, and then it has all this open area to the right here, which is actually pretty decent for forestry. But check this price out. So this is $803,000. That is a lot, especially when we only start with $1 million. So that's If you spend 803,000 here, you have less than 200,000 to spend on your equipment to get your farm going, which is maybe not enough depending on what you're looking at. So I want to go into our construction, and we're going to go into our demolition mode, and we're going to show you what can be demolished here. So let me zoom in. Let me just actually zoom out, sorry. Here's the field, and then here's the forestry area. So this forestry area is nice. Not a ton of trees, but you can cut those down and do something else over there, like another dynamic pasture if you wanted. But you can also sell all these things. This is the same shed with the chicken pasture. Oh no, excuse me, that's a farm barn. Those are those farm barns you can't fit anything in. This is the shed with the chicken pasture. So same shed we just showed. That's for 15,000. Silos right here for 58,000, and then here your farmhouse for 87,000. So those are all sellable. If you wanted to upgrade any of those, put in a bigger barn, put in a bigger production unit or whatever, you can do those and get some money back off the cost. And then what that also does is it allows you to sell the land. When you have facilities on there, you can't sell that land. So this is why I had to do this one second. So my bad. But go ahead and sell that. We're going to come up here now and buy field 7. And field 7 also over 800,000. This one's 893,000 and it doesn't have an area that is available for forestry. So let me click through. So again, here's the one that I was showing you a second ago. This is our lot 3, field 7 up here. So now is your wardrobe trigger and your bed, your sleep trigger there. The house is a little bit nicer allegedly. Does this fence open? I thought it opened. Can I jump out of here? There we go. But then we have the same shed with the with the chicken pasture. Same exact shed here. So for 20 chickens, you got a silo here, which is nice. But it's a little bit of a cramped farmyard. And then this is the same farm barn that was on that other one that I showed you. And I'll open this one up and walk inside. It's nice. You could put a couple bags of grain in here, or maybe a couple. And let me stress a couple, only like a handful of bales or something else. You just can't get any equipment in there. It's just too short. So again, I recommend selling this. It does come with this nice field number 7, but it's even not the biggest field on the map by any means. So again, I don't know why this is $800,000. So same kind of deal before where, yes, you could start here. I mean, this one was almost $900,000, right? So it's like you could start here, and it does come with all the things that you want. But I honestly, like, this is not the best barn in the world. Let me go to demolition mode. This is not the best barn in the world, so I get rid of that. This is okay, but you can't put equipment in there, so I would get rid of that to get a different chicken pasture if I wanted one. Silo is always nice, 58,000. And then your farmhouse, this one is worth more, 122. Again, nicer farmhouse. But then you basically just got this flat area and this field right here. So I don't understand the prices on this map the same way that there are on the other two that starts. But again, now that I've sold all the facilities on here, I can actually sell back the land for 893 and get my money back. So I'm going to show you the third place, or the fourth place, excuse me. Man, my numbering is off. It's just the starting farm that you normally get. And in this one, it comes with 2 fields, I believe, 45 and 46. It comes with this silo right here. Oh, look, it's a barn with a chicken pasture. So you're getting the sense here. These are all very similar. This is the one that you start with when you do New Farmer, though. But I just don't think this shed is very useful. So again, I would do all the same things here and just sell this. Here's your farmhouse with your sleep trigger and your silo. So yeah, it is nice to start here. And let me show you the maps. You do start with 45, 46, and this farmland. You can sell 46 right in the beginning if you wanted for 75,000, but to sell 45, you get this error message because you have placeable objects on it, which are the same ones I just deleted on the other two. So I'm not going to go through and delete them. Excuse me, delete them here. So yes, those are 3 possible places you can start on Farm Manager with a farmhouse, with a shed, with a chicken pasture, and with a silo. But that brings me back to what I called a hidden gem at the beginning, because this, I think, has more potential than all of those. Because I am not super impressed with the farmhouse. I'm not super impressed with the silo. It's a perfectly fine silo, but it's not crazy. And I'm not impressed with the chicken pasture. So I'm going to do a little fun experiment at the end of this one. I'm sure some of you have shut the video off at this point because you've seen all the locations, but just bear with me here. If you started down here, instead of 800,000, you're literally starting for 359. Okay, reasonable. This field is bigger than all those other fields that I showed you, I believe. So that's number one, a bonus. Two, there's even more land over here if you wanted to plow in your own field. But I think for less money than those other two locations, we can actually build a decent farmyard. So, for example, I could get a slightly bigger shed that is usable, and I can put things in. I am partial to this one. I know that not everybody likes it, but I'm a fan of it. But again, it's pretty flat over here, so it doesn't hurt too bad to do this. So I'm going to go ahead and slide this over. And again, we're going to do this quick, so it's not going to be perfect. But boom, there is a shed farther up the hill. Did I put it on the wrong land? Where did I put it? Oh, I put it in the field. Okay, well, I wouldn't do that. And I've got crop destruction on, so we're going to destroy some crops. So, not the best, but I love this deep shed. Some of you may have seen it from my other series that I just started, which was my crop spraying service. So, I think this is already a better shed than that other shed. Just don't put it in your field like I just did. But again, we're only up to 400,000 now. So you say, well, I need a farmhouse. You can come over here and nope. Farmhouses. I mean, you can put up anything that you want, but you know, start small, just kind of down here, drop on your double wide, get your farmhouse, you got your sleep trigger, you're good to go. And then what was the other thing it had? Oh, silos. So we're going to go back to silos. We can put down pretty decent silo right here on our little road, or right next to our little road, and get everything that you're looking for in your starter farm. And then last thing was chickens. So we'll go down here and chickens. You can get, I think this one holds 20, which is what that one had. So you can put them right here next to your farmhouse or wherever you want for, you know, a couple $1,000s. All right, so here I have everything that those other ones had, and I have not spent $800,000. I got a big shed that the door closes on. I've got a silo. I've got my sleep trigger and my wardrobe trigger. I've got a pen for chickens that holds 20 chickens, and I still haven't used this whole giant field. So now I can go rent myself a plow. I can plow in a second field or two other fields or whatever else I want to do over here. Or if you want to get, you know, a little bit more advanced, depending on what crops you've gotten, then you can get into your factories and your productions, or put in a bunch of greenhouses or put in some generators. I just think that this lot down here with 53 is a better option on this map than I think the ones that normally would work for Farm Manager are. So I know that's a weird recommendation maybe, but I just have not been impressed with the starting farm or the other areas that you have. I think you spend too much time demolishing buildings and rebuilding more useful ones, or trying to expand into your farmland. So anyway, those are my thoughts. Hope you enjoyed it. Please like if you did enjoy it. Please share it with a friend, or subscribe if you haven't, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye.